General Tumwine, what catapulted you into the struggle against the repressive regimes of the past?
Well, I must tell you, it was, I think, in short, knowledge and having felt the suffering of the people that were going through it, having me and myself having been involved in the suffering of the regimes that were there, like who were beaten at Makerere by the Amin soldiers, like there were shortages that were everywhere, like everybody was watching the repressive regimes. So I think that was anger enough for every Ugandan who had sense to say, I think let's change this because this is too much.
General, it's a well-known fact that you fired the first shot on the attack at Kabamba in 1981. Take us through that, and what was it like being 27 men with guns against an entire garrison?
It was very exciting for a young person. I must tell you that when you think about it now, I can agree with you, it was rather reckless. But the important thing were 41 with 27 guns.
Yes.
Just for not 27.
Yes.
Were 41 who were all together, but the only armed ones were 27. And this was a continuation, by the way. It was not the first one. The first one was after removing Idi Amin. Some of us who participated in Fronasa. And so we had an experience of what goes on in battle. And the first time of attacking Kabamba was just another attack. But it was important thing that it started another phase. It was the beginning. Daring, yes, but as I said, it was, when you think about it, there was a bit recklessness. Cowboy. But we knew.
If you can briefly describe the Bush War, how did you manage to galvanize the masses into the force it became and that walked into Kampala on the 26th day of January 1986? 6th of January.
That is the crux of the matter. That is what really is behind my whole concern now. How do we galvanize people together? What kept us cohesive? What created the cohesion in us? One, regular, constant, continuous interaction and sharing. I've just been telling some students that it is the university in the 5 years, the 5 years University of the Bush, that to me was the best university I will ever go to or have been to, because we had time to discuss where we have come from, where we are, and where we want to go.
Yes.
And how the strategies and tactics on how we shall go there.
Well, the National Resistance Movement came into power with a lot of rosy plans, the 10-point program, zero tolerance for corruption. How much has been achieved and how much has not?
Actually, to me, as we celebrate another victory, this victory anniversary, I would wish to take back people to remember. Some people have not even known and read even the 10-point program. Yes, we got independence, but we never took serious strategies and steps to establish and ensure independence. Yes. It is until we went to the bush and had time to analyze the situation and come up with that knowledge in the 10-point program. Point number one was establishing real democracy. You know, I'm saying, let me give you some quick revision of those 10 points.
Yes, yes.
Eh?
Yes, yes.
Number one was establishing real democracy. Real democracy, which was supposed to involve the population to participate through the committees, through the resistance councils, and which we started in the bush. And we found that the best way to have a real democracy is when people are the ones who choose the leaders from the village up to the top. Example with that level of democracy. Number two was removing insecurity. Removing insecurity also had actually to come through democracy. You see, was systematic. What was first? Security cannot come without democracy, because you need to have democracy. Like even when we are, because the problem then was state-inspired violence. where the armed forces were the ones threatening the society. So democracy had to make sure that the army is a pro-people army, the police is a different type of army, all the security services fear and respect the public, and that could not come until you have had a democracy, to know that power belongs to the people, and the people will use it through democratic means to govern themselves. Everything was individual merit. Are you a good person or a bad person? Regardless of what other different interests you might have.
General Tumwine, you have been recently quoted in certain fora as saying you're going to start a new revolution, so to speak, against graft. Tell us about that.
Why I'm saying we should start a new revolution against corruption is building on the foundations of what has been achieved so far. We have enough ground now than ever before. The preparations that have been made within this 10-point program are now extended, I think it's 15. But that has made it easy for us to deal with corruption much better than before.
So there's still hope.
Not that there is hope, not there is still hope. That's what I'm saying exactly. I am saying everyone now has an opportunity. Let us join together. And I am excited about what has come from Changwan's. That the position of NRM that they have taken is zero tolerance. And united against whoever is corrupt, regardless of who, what party, or what religion. So that is the sense I am inviting people now. Let's unite again. And it will not work without regular fora.